Erik Horne here after the Thunder's 113-94 win over the Atlanta Hawks in preseason game number 3 at the BOK Center in Tulsa. Tonight the Thunder had to get past fouling so much, and once they got past all the fouling, they were able to just completely dominate the Hawks in the third quarter. Paul George ended up with 22 points. Wasn't a completely efficient night for Paul George, but he got going in that third quarter once he was able to push past the 4 fouls he had in the first half. Dennis Schroeder got in foul trouble in the first half. Both of those guys were able to make adjustments. And Billy Donovan has talked about it, his entire regime as a Thunder head coach. Guys being able to make adjustments coming out of halftime. The Thunder was notoriously bad coming out of halftime last season, and they showed, really strong ability to come out of halftime tonight, outscoring the Hawks 35-16. Most important thing for the Thunder, in my opinion, was the defense tonight. They didn't shoot particularly well. They only shot 40% from the field, but the defense turned Atlanta over multiple times. They got 14 steals, 8 blocked shots, and then that third quarter is really where they ramped it up and were able to pull away from the Hawks. Wins aren't really important for the Thunder right now. It's how they're playing, and they're playing pretty solid basketball. There are times where they have some defensive lapses. They have to get the foul situation in check. You got to imagine that that'll change once the regular season starts, because the NBA is putting such an emphasis on foul calls right now, and putting an emphasis on that has forced the players to kind of adjust the way that they play. But the good thing for the Thunder right now is that they're making the appropriate adjustments to be able to go out and close games out. Another impressive performance from Hamidou Diallo. This is a 20-year-old guy who's coming for the Thunder, and he's shown some defensive acumen that I don't think that Terrence Ferguson showed in his first few games as a Thunder player. Now, that's not to knock Terrence Ferguson's effort, because as a rookie, Terrence Ferguson did have really good defensive effort, but when the regular season opened, he just wasn't a good defensive player. Hamidou Diallo might end up being the same thing, but right now, he seems like a guy that's going to contribute for the Thunder going forward, and even more so if Terrence Ferguson goes into concussion protocol. Terrence Ferguson exited the game early in the first quarter tonight with concussion-like symptoms, the Thunder's calling it. That could put Hamidou Diallo in line to start the Thunder's final preseason game against Milwaukee on Tuesday.